At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at Acrisure Stadium. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. Here comes Williams on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Hand off here for Miller. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. As we look here, Brock, we're reminded that if you can somehow get through the preseason injury-free, you're really one of the lucky ones. Most teams going to be missing at least a key player or two to start the season.
And it's going to happen between workouts, practices, preseason games, and I know there's a lot of debate about the off seasons of today and getting your team healthy for week 1. And while we don't ever want to see them, we do know this. They'll create immediate opportunities for someone else to step in and make an impact on the season no one saw coming.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Straight ahead, here's Miller. Wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Baker now from the gun. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. All set to go now from the 35. Design quarterback run here. His charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front. Gosh, this QB just makes routine such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Baker now. Setting up the screen. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. All right, this is a little bit odd. I think in most spots we'd expect to see them decline the call, take the lost yards and down.
All I can think of here is they've got some extreme confidence, maybe hubris in their defense to make a similar type of play, but just tack on even more negative yards lost.
Throwing, Baker. Escapes the pocket. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at third and extra long. That's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
180.
Here he goes, third and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Oops, knocks it through. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
Even if it's not a touchdown, we're happy to see the offense produce points in the first trip out there this season. For a kicker, kind of nice to start 1 for 1 as well.
Calvin Austin on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10.
Come on. Ready.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who've got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Throwing on seconds. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. It's a short pickup to the 20. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Buffalo 18. 19. Charger 19.
Throw here, 3rd down. Gets this one to Freiermuth. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Knocked away, and that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch, so give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46. Offense off to a good start, Brock. Here's a 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory. Still sticking with the passing game. Complete to DK Metcalf. He hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Benson now from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
3rd and long for him here. Here's a deep shot towards the end zone. Ooh, the defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and did. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Hey, alert 30.
From the gun, a get to Miller. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Could lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And the Ravens first down.
First down throw here. Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They have 2nd down and 5.
Regular. 180. What's that?
On the give, it's Miller. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
What's that?
Going left side, Williams with it. And they catch it behind the line on the outside. Some great range there by the defense to force 4th down.
That defense generated some kind of pressure right there. The runner felt the need to improvise as long as he could to try to get that first down. That's impressive work to be defending 3rd and 2 in that kind of situation and turn it into 4th and very, very long.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
On the Go.
First and 10 from the 32. They'll come out throwing. Couldn't find a completion on first down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Ready.
They're throwing it. Dump off caught by his back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Warriors 17. Here we go. Panther 60. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Working now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
He puts some heat on. He's got it inside the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a second quarter lead. Jordan Addison, the touchdown.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
180. Start.
Now an inside handoff to Miller. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Baker now off the play fake. He throws a bullet to the center. It connects on the deep shot. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in a second after coming into the lead.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
This is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie things 10-10. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. Return starts from the goal line. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set.
Come on.
1st and 10.
Cowboy.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Steelers have a first down.
down.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the
19
46-yard
tight.
line.
Go check. Go check.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now looking to throw. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ready. Prep 70 Lions. Ready.
Another throw here on second down. Caught by Freiermuth. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Shotgun now on third down. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
13-yard line.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Throwing off the play fake. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Here we go. Start. Bronco 80. Ready.
They're going play action. Finds a man right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We've got a good one so far. We are all tied up, and we have hit our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment.
Okay,
Quite
break.
the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Get it. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
He's dropping back to throw. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10.
180.
Putting the tight end in motion. Starting this drive with a design run. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Baker Mayfield the touchdown.
Okay, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens make it 17 all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here comes Austin. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Austin on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
He's going to throw again on second down. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Broncos.
They'll throw, third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Jordan Addison. And that brings up fourth and long. The Steelers set to punt it. And this punt will be down right at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Mayfield to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Let's go.
Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
Stop.
A give right side to Miller. And he's out of bounds after a gain of about 8. So a nice pick up there, second and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2.
180. Real.
Again, it's Miller. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
180. Kings.
From the gun, Mayfield. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
A handoff for Williams, running left. It's inside the 10, and he will before halftime. Well, they dialed up that one at the right time, Brock. Pretty clear the defense was expecting pass, and they couldn't pivot when he got it as a runner instead.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to make that mistake again, are they? Not how versatile these wide receivers are in today's game. It's one of the big transitions, Kate, over the last decade. You always used to see Jerry Rice and John Taylor just lined up scoring touchdowns on the perimeter. Not so fast anymore. These wide receivers today so versatile, and he showed off that on that play.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins.
Go! 70 Timberwolves.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay,
One
break.
play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Get it. Crack all 80. Dragon 60. Go.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Stephanie.
They'll work against the blitz. Lays out left side and gets it. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know I love the language of football. Just the terminology that comes with it. It's a whole new language out there. But in many playbooks, Kate, that's called cross-country. Speaks for itself. You got to run from one spot all the way across the field. Those two did it very well.
And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Come on. Set. Gotta be lying. Ready, ready?
They'll run here following the penalty. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break.
Back. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Final throw before the break. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here's the final play of our first half.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Back to throw it. He's throwing deep to the left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Pat, ready.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down directly off that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First and 10 from the 43.
Down. 60, trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
70, Timberwolves.
Throwing it again here. Hits him on the out route. And they make the stop. They're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Gets this one to Freiermuth. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers tie this game up. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We've got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Wow, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought first half, but they're really offering an edge to their opponent here by throwing a pick on their opening drive.
And now we'll get to see if they can capitalize that and pull ahead. They've already got the ball once this half. You know that they're loose, and now they get it back just one snap later.
And off to Benson to start the drive. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And the Steelers have a first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Steady.
going to the ground again on first. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense.
Here we go, set. 19, come 19, come 19.
Here's a throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Ready?
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Let's go now. Hot 70, hot. Ready?
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line. The defense all over this one.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
Back now, pressure coming. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First down from the 42. Baker now from the gun. Taken in by Williams outright. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on these 2nd and inches. Play fake, it's Mayfield. Going all the way to the end zone here. And that is Cox. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body to try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here comes Austin. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on him.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
18, ready. Jeanette, ready. 70, Timberwolves. 19 tight, 19 tight.
An early jump of the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5.
Here we go.
They'll throw it. Look at that power, deep left side. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Looking in the air here. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Nothing. 60 vices. 60 vices.
Dropping back to throw. Hits him on the in route. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
4 yards gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard.
Let's go. Viking 18.
He'll throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends... separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Come on, come on. Extra 50. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
He's going to throw it again. On the move, headed right. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Bring it. Ready, go.
Benson once more. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th.
Ready, set.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Go. 70 Lions. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go, Riggs, go. Ready, ready.
Staying on the ground with Benson. He's out in the clear. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think All right, here we go. Second down.
Get up, 18, Pioneer. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Working now from the gun. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and it's going to bring up third down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of it as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Tight, 19 tight.
No throw, 3rd and long. This is a heater going deep. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Punt team on the field. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And he's out of bounds. A beautiful play to get that first down, but this could be coming back. We got to check this flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Mayfield now from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. He's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've got first down here from the 36. Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Completed to his running back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
1st and 10 now from the 46. From the gun, Mayfield. It's his running back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To throw is Mayfield. The left side caught by Andrews. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Forced out to his right. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner. But they decline it. That's going to bring up fourth down. Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Has his man. It's cut by Andrews. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. He has it at the 13. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And no offense needed as they take the return all the way back for the touchdown. You gotta love when your special teamers say, take some time off offense. Your presence, that's not required at this moment. That guy took care of things himself with an electrifying return.
Yeah, find somebody who doesn't welcome some time off for work, Kate. They're more than happy to chill out on that sideline, offer some extra applause as that return team did more than its normal job.
Well, Brock, you always tell me they're special for a reason. Quite the boost from their special teams on that score as they kick it away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Baker now off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a gain of 22. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. They take the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. We're going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Looking to throw it. Finds Miller, complete. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
180!
Setting up to pass. Can't connect on this one. A rare miss. Been thrown for him all game, but this one didn't work out. It's second down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
180!
He'll look to throw it. Finds a man, right side. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here he is to throw. Hits him on the out route. Has room into the secondary. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut it to a point late in this one. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for two and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense?
Wow, the stunning call to go for it, and the guts pay off. He's in, and they've got the lead.
Steelers 38.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away.
Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10. Rolling back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
First and 10 at the 49.
Benson on first and 10. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
19, 18, Pioneer.
Back now, pressure coming. Throw left side to Watson. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Come on, set.
Throwing now on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
To throw here on first down. Cut near the goal line. And he will score and give him the lead in the clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
All right, here we go, everybody. Big play for the Steelers as they go for two. Brown still throwing, and this is intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. Here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
180! Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's up?
Play fake, it's Mayfield. Trying to push deep downfield. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
180! What's up?
Here's a design run. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Now a timeout is called, and they're going to have to set up for one final heave towards that end zone.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. It's intercepted. That will do it. He's taken down, but before that offense comes out, they may want to wait a second. We've got a flag down, and it is in the backfield. Here he goes, one final shot. Buys time, rolling right. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. Well, Brock, the fans, all right. Here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Huard, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
7070 Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m., we ended up at Live. 3 a.m., we like hope.